Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, presented by Dustless Plastic. If you're building a hot rod, a street rod, or even a classic truck, you have two major concerns: form and function. And I have Marty here from ididit to talk about those two things with this brand new steering column offering from ididit. And man, this thing is beautiful.
Oh, thanks. It's our new 40 Ford column. We just came out with it. We introduced it last week at the NSRA Nationals. In fact, it won Best New Product.
It's fantastic. The great thing about this product to me is the fact that we have the old school look where we have this exposed shift tube, which is really neat because if you've ever seen a 1940s automobile or a pickup truck, you know for the fact that they always had that exposed shift tube. Self-canceling turn signals in here, and you got detents in the shifter. So talk about kind of the integration of the historic look, but all the technology.
Yeah, okay, so that's what we wanted to do. We wanted the old-time look, and it's great for 40 Fords, it's great for Model A's, 32s, old trucks, whatever a guy wants to put it in. But we wanted to build in new safety features. We wanted to have the self-canceling turn signals, so we used the standard GM turn signal switch in the top end. We built detents into the column, so it has a detent in park and also has a detent in neutral to lock the column into position.
Huge deal, because a lot of aftermarket columns don't offer that, and if you happen to be sitting in your driveway, sitting somewhere with a car in idle, you never know when something could happen and that car ends up in gear and you have a big problem.
Right, yeah, you don't want it to roll over you or out into the street or whatever. So that was very important to us. Safety always is in our products. So we built it into this one.
How about steering wheels? What can I use for a wheel on here?
You can put any GM wheel on there or any aftermarket wheel with a GM adapter, which is the most common one that's out there. Everybody makes an adapter for GM.
Nice.
We make adapters for just about every aftermarket wheel that's made.
Okay. And how about our plug and stuff down here? What are you using there?
Standard issue GM, 3 7/8 GM flat plug. And again, pretty much every aftermarket wiring company has the opposite end of this plug in their kit.
The other great thing, of course, is the aesthetics of this piece. We're talking stainless steel and brass. Doesn't get more timeless than that.
We wanted to make this kind of a special column. It's something really different for ididit to offer. So we did it all in stainless and brass. And we really like the way it came out. I think it's a beautiful column.
It really is. You know, ididit has such a wide range of products. We're not just talking about these classic steering columns. You guys offer applications for pretty much anything someone can dream up.
Pretty much. Hot rodding's where we started. We're still very strong in that. That's still kind of our base. But we do tilt columns, non-tilt columns, tilt and telescopic. But we've also moved into the muscle cars. We're doing big into golf carts, believe it or not. Golf cart columns are huge. And a lot of industrial applications, places that people would never expect to see us in. But there's a lot of different things that we're doing besides just the hot rod columns, but this is still kind of our home too. So
very neat. If there was one kind of major engineering challenge to get through to get this column the way that you guys wanted it with the classic look and the technology, what was it?
Integrating the self-canceling turn signal switch with the exposed shift tube, because the shift tube is up inside the head of the column. So that was a big one. Making this lower shift lever adjustable, because this isn't always in exactly the right position for everybody. At the end of this, it's a spline shaft. You just take a screw off the end, adjust the shift tube to where you need it to be. Perfect. And hook it up from there. The basic design of the column is our classic column that we've had for a number of years. So we adapted it. I just think he did a great job.
No, absolutely. It looks perfect. And again, it's going to look at home in a street rod, classic pickup truck, or even a hot rod. It is just function and form like we talked about. So Marty, when we talk about safety features like the detents and the shifter or the turn signals, there's also a couple more that maybe aren't as visible to people.
Right, well, built into the turn signal switch, of course, it's a standard GM switch. It also has four-way flashers. That's what this knob is for over here. So you've got emergency flashers on the hot rod that, of course, never had it before. It also has a horn wiring built into it.
Where can people learn more about ididit?
You can give us a call, 517-424-0577. You can go to our website, which is www.ididit.com. You can email us. It's real easy to get a hold of.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Marty, for coming in and showing us the brand new column.
I appreciate the opportunity to come down here. Thanks a lot.
Well, I'm going to make sure John Garner doesn't walk out of the shop with this thing, and I'm going to guard the door until next week. We'll be back with more Motorhead Garage presented by Dustless Plastic.